And we are live. What's up, Sergio? Good to see you, man.
Hey, man. Good, man. Well, you didn't ask if I was good, but I expected
How
you
are
to.
you? How are you doing?
I'm good. Good. That's why I said it. But how's everything, man?
It's going good. It's going good. As you can see, I've already informed you.
Just walked in here.
Yeah. Drip is not here tonight, so my apologies for that. He is taken away tonight, so we're gonna be you and I here together. Words, man. I'm just word salad, you know. He is taken away. Someone, you know, when he took him away, I bet Mario took him away, and he's not gonna be released. It won't be released until there's a Mario Direct, and that could be soon. We don't know. But
I know exactly what you're saying. Exactly, with Mario being a kidnapper and all that.
Yes, I mean, we have some photo images to show later that shows he's prone to be at least weird at the very least.
Yes, not AI generated images, just
no
straight up normal ones.
In fact, you can buy these images as physical products.
It's true.
What a cliffhanger! How we doing, chat? Fire drip. Yes, Coffee's against it up, man. We got a fire drip. He's fired. Thanks for joining the pod tonight. Hopefully, yes, no you're being wished as the permanent replacement by the one and only Scott.
I'll be Geeb. Okay, I'll take that name.
There you go.
And then you got to find a new one. I did the podcast thing a while ago, though. Gosh, I think it was like 8 years ago.
What did you do?
And
what did you talk about?
It came from a podcast.
Right. We talked about this. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a blast, though. It was fun. You know, like I liked it. It's just always difficult to do it with your friends and then keep juggling people in and out. And then at one point I was like, okay, well, it's much better if I just focus on one thing. But I love podcasting. That was so fun.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine. I could imagine it, and I don't like it. The thought of like having a show where you rely on asking somebody to be on the show every week, of course, the super popular shows don't have a problem. In fact, they probably have a backlog. But average Joes here, I can't imagine, and I don't want to ever do a podcast like that unless I'm at a place where it's easy to find guests. But it's hard enough as it is, and then to have to rely on somebody to show up would be nerve-wracking.
Yeah, but I also one thing that I like about if you go on YouTube and you put podcasts, you'll see that there's tons of live ones, and if you join any of them, they have their knit community, and it's just such a cool unique special thing that's happening that unless you get millions of views and you have that flood of chat that you can't read at all, you just can't replicate. So but podcasting, man, it's more than just the big ones,
Oh yeah. I'm gonna toss Sergio's link here in the chat. Make sure if you guys are not already following It Came From a Box, you should do that because it is the best unboxing channel. I love the
giveaway. I did a giveaway and I lost 200 subs from it.
You'd lost? Oh, because did you gain subs for the giveaway and then they just didn't win and then they unsubbed, or do you think they were mad at you for some reason?
I normally don't look. I don't look at my sub count.
Right.
But I was just now YouTube puts it in your face. You're you're minus 282. So I'm oh my gosh, it's just so crazy. But that's why I stopped doing giveaways a while back, because it's such a weird. You're oh dude, let me just give something away, a sponsor. It's oh yeah, sure, put us in there and whatever.
Yeah.
But then it's people think that because you have one thing to give away, that there's a chance everyone's gonna get it, and it's such a defeating kind of thing, because it sucks to say oh dude, you didn't win, sorry. It's spinning the wheel is the best part, though, because then you put it on that random.
I saw you post that little video. That was cool. I actually didn't know that tool existed. I'm going to use that in the future, I feel like.
They have a spinning wheel, which is what I used to use. But then I realized that, one, if there's too many comments, you have to pay for it. And I was dude, I want to pay $20 for the month or whatever. Right. But if the wheel, it shows people who could have landed on it, gambling. Yeah. And it's just... it sort of sucks to see yourself pass by. So I was oh gosh, that's awful.
But you do it anyway.
No, I did a different one. That just pops up.
I see. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that would seem kind of torturous to see your name there. And out of the 100 and what is your sub count? 154,000 people. You see your name there in the wheel of 8 or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And then you. So never mind.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm going to remind you guys, if you didn't do so already, please leave a like. Hello, it came from a vlog. Is that your significant other?
Oh, yeah. That's my wife.
Yes.
Hi, Kate.
Hello, Kate. Good to see you. Thanks for being here.
We're all well branded.
Yes. Your wife used to run that vlog. Is that remember? Recall talking about you with?
She killed it, man. She killed it. She was a better editor than me, better cinematographer, better storyteller, better
keep it up. Keep it up.
Person.
Keep it up. You get brownie points.
I'm running out of words, so I can't keep it going. But yeah, dude, she knocked it out for vlogs, and then she's like, "All right, I succeeded at this. I'm leaving."
Hey, that's not a bad idea. You max, not necessarily max out, but you hit the top. You're happy, and you retire. Win the Super Bowl, then you're out. That's exactly not a bad way to do it.
She won that Super Bowl.
Hey, Dig Davey, appreciate you, man. Thanks for becoming a member. Appreciate you, man. MVP level, hell yeah. 2 months, awesome, dude. Appreciate you.
Dang,
where are you upping? What's up, hero? What is up, Megaboyd, Geeb and the Friends podcast? Yes. Could that be of the running of the worst names I could possibly choose for my podcast? Would be Geeb and Friends. Be like, who the hell is Geeb? And who are his friends?
I mean, probably the worst would be like to use something copywritten or an existing podcast name.
Right.
That'd be sort of interesting.
You mean like
to get those views?
What if my name was like Nintendo?
There you go. Yeah.
Just something, change a letter.
Yeah, just like a zero instead of the O.
Yeah. It's David. Appreciate you, David. Thanks, man. What's up, Joey Pitts? Changed my picture and my name on YouTube. I see that, David. I see. Could I still call you David? What would you like to be called?
I see Coffee with Games. I did a podcast 15 years ago. Yeah. I feel like everyone needs to at least try a podcast. And then if it takes off, it takes off. And if not, you did it and you can look back, be proud.
The reason that I wanted to do a podcast in the first place was I was a big listener of radio as a kid. There was a local radio show in the Philly area where I grew up, Preston Steve Show. They're very prevalent, not just in the Philly area, but at this point they reach out pretty far, and they're like one of the only like true morning shows on the air still on radio. Like you got a few that are online or on the airwaves for a few months, few years maybe. They've been on airwaves for like, I think this is going to be 40 years pretty soon. So
wow. I do love that radio voice that they get,
Mm-hmm.
Especially if it's like smooth jazz. It's like calm.
Yeah.
I grew up with the same kind of thing. Like my parents would put on like, AM radio or whatever. It's like those weird kind of very calming, radio shows. Mm-hmm. And then I did I think broadcast in middle school, and they had this really cool thing where it's like, hey, you have to come up with your own radio station. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. And I came up with one, and they're like, you need a DJ name. And I was like, a DJ name. And that's how I got the whole like Sergio AM, because it's like, it was a morning show. And I was like, my little initial and last name.
That's where the AM comes from.
Perfect. Yeah. So I kept that for a while, but it doesn't matter because whenever I pronounce it, it just doesn't sound like what it's supposed to be, I think.
Yeah.
So I'll watch like my captions, like just pick up and it's like, what is he saying?
I always thought you said Sergio IM is what I always thought you said, but I can read. So I would read what you on screen. I can read it and see it's AM. So I'm like,
I know. It's weird too because I'm bilingual. I just wish I had more of an accent because then people would be more forgiving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And since I don't, they're like, oh, what is he saying?
I know people get bothered.
It was a
by
running joke,
things.
Which I love though.
Yeah. People get bothered by the littlest things. It's whatever. It never bothered me. I just was like, sounds like you're saying I am, but I can read. So and that's as far as I think about it. I don't go, why does he speak like this? Like it
it's
doesn't.
The best, dude. I remember some guy because I used to wear hats on my intros and stuff. Some guy goes, is this guy bald? And I was like, huh? It was just like one of those random comments. And you're like, when you're looking at every comment.
Yeah.
Like, what? Yeah. What does that have to do with anything?
Those are the best when you see those weird ones. And for me, it'd be like, yes.
There you go, dude.
Thanks for noticing.
There's an answer there too. And even if I was, I'd still be like, what was the point of the comment?
Yeah. Two things. Thank you, David, for gifting a membership. That is super kind of you, man. Appreciate you. And Hero of Time, gifting $5 dues. Appreciate you, man.
Dude, love the name, man.
Hero of Time? Yes.
Oh,
Hero
yeah.
he's been around since before we had a podcast, Drip and I. He was in our chat like before our podcast, before we were streaming together, but we weren't doing a show yet. So he's an OG. Appreciate you, man.
Nice.
And he membered up. Thank you, Hero.
There you go, dude.
Appreciate you.
Gotta make jerseys. Everyone
Yeah.
gets a jersey.
Yeah.
Every member.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Cheap, affordable.
Yeah. We made these shirts like at this point it's 2 years ago. These were limited edition. We made these for like, I think we ended up selling them for a lot longer than we said we were going to, but we told people like that once they're gone, and they're gone. You can't buy them anymore.
There you go.
This is actually one of Drip's friends made these. His buddy has I don't know what you call it.
Oh,
like
so they're legit.
He's got a business. This is what his job
wow.
is. Yeah. So yeah, they're very nice. This is not this is like, better than Target. You know what I mean? Like it ain't coming off in the wash.
Those are nice, dude. Yeah, I had a friend who does that in Florida, and I was like, dude, I gotta go get shirts made. And I was like, gosh, I gotta actually sell them though. So
yeah. Drape, it's why you trolling me? Why you trolling me? Get out of here with that. Go Birds. Thank you very much. Well, thank you for your $2. Appreciate it. Oh, man. Yeah, you can say go Cowboys all you want unless you throw me pennies,
I do love Westerns.
Have fun. Hey, appreciate it, David. Yeah, I think I have fun sometimes. No, I'm just joking. No, it's a good time here. Appreciate you being here, man. It's not fun without you guys, that's for sure. Yeah, so suppose we should get to the show. Westerns.
Let's go, man.
Let's go.
Do your radio voice.
Do I have one? I don't know if I do.
You gotta like put your neck like.
I used to
Bring your neck out and
I used to really get into it. I think at this point,
like that.
I got what I call hoagie mouth. It's just like the Philly accent, and it's accent where you really talk in the front of your mouth. It's almost the opposite of the Midwest accent where I currently live, where they talk from like the back of their throat. I talk from like the front of my mouth. So I'm doing like being able to like monitor my voice all the time now, and is like really making me hyper aware of like trying to project. And I think that almost perceives as a radio voice, but it's really more of me trying to like not get rid of my accent, but I tend to mumble basically is what I'm saying. So I'm trying to make sure like this is allowing me to, it's like therapy, to like speech therapy, to like,
It's good.
It's like speech therapy.
That's honestly why I did the podcast back then, because I was like doing the YouTube channel. I was like, I'm not a good speaker, so this helps me like get that voice going. Activate that like production voice or whatever you want to call it. But definitely helps. Yeah. Never heard hoagie mouth. I thought that was like a like you like sandwiches or something.
And like the term hoagie like comes from the Philly area, and one of the podcasts I listen to who they're based out of Philly, that I think they're the ones, I don't know if they coined it, but that's where I heard it first from, and I liked it so much I just started saying, yeah, I got hoagie mouth.
There you go.
It's like you got a hoagie in your mouth. You gotta like,
we got an origin story out of it.
You gotta talk, but there's hoagie in your mouth.
Dude, that's an emote right there, man.
Hoagie mouth, yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah,
man, I'm so bad with that kind of stuff. I'm so bad with like thinking about like ideas like that. That's a good one. I need to write that down.
I just don't like thinking anymore, man. I'm old now. I'm like, yeah, let's just stop.
Open your boxes, edit your videos, rinse and repeat.
I can't even do that, man. I was telling my wife, I was like, I have to open 3 things today. I don't have it in me.
Yeah. What's up, Jeff? Yeah, Silk Song tomorrow. Hell yeah, I'm gonna be getting that. Hopefully, actually, I mean, I'll probably be up. For me, it's 11 p.m. is when it drops, so I'll probably just get that 11 tonight. Play a little bit of it. Get out of here, Mega Boy. There's no sub sandwiches. They don't exist. Hoagies only.
Dude, I'm a sucker for Subway, and my wife hates it. Okay, I can talk about Subway for an entire podcast. So,
I really love Subway. Like there's something about it.
You hear that?
There's just something about it. I'm sorry, but here's what I do usually. I love their wheat bread. I just think it's very aromatic and delicious. I love their wheat bread, and then I get just chicken breast, right? And then maybe it's American cheese on it, and then I just cover it in veggies, just the whole thing.
Yeah.
The thing that they got up there. I just yep. Everything, please. And it's a
Dude, I'm
salad
the same way.
on
That's
top of
so funny you
chicken
said
breast. That's what I do every time.
Dude, I'm exactly like that. I literally go, I want this, whatever, which one it is, and then I'll just say I want everything on it.
Yeah.
And I found that there's a trick. You want it, when they go, what do you want on it? You go, I'll have that, and I'll have that, and just keep going until you selected everything, so you get normal amounts. Because if you say I want everything, they'll cheap out on you, dude.
Yeah.
And you want as many veggies as you can because they're good for you. So.
Yeah, I used to just say the works because I think that was a term that they used was the works. So just put everything on it.
Yeah, I don't know if that. I know isn't Jersey Mike's that does that.
I don't know. I've actually never been to Jersey Mike's, so I couldn't even tell you.
Oh, dude, you have to, man.
Well, see, I grew up in Philly, which
it's Mike's Way, I think.
And they have like there's so many, even like in the suburbs where I grew up, there is countless amazing hoagie shops to go to. So I would never need to go to Jersey Mike's. In fact, I could just go to New Jersey and get a hoagie in New Jersey. Like, you know what I mean? So like I would have no need. Yeah. I would have no need. So that's why when I moved here, I was like, what's Jersey Mike's? I mean, I guess it's a hoagie shop, I suppose, but never went there because I never needed to. It's I lived there.
Yeah, it's like those people in New York who go to Sparrow. Is it Sparrow? Sparrow, the pizza place.
Sbarro. Yeah. That's how I say it.
Yeah. Did you ever see them when like they interview them? They're like, why are you going in here? You're in New York. It's like, why are you going in here?
I mean, that's a valid question. It's a valid question, though. Nobody should go to Sbarro when you're in New York. Go to a dirty stand on the side of the road. You get the best pizza of your life. Like, don't go to Sbarro. Although I go to Sbarro all the time now because Midwest pizza. We're going on a tangent. I'm going on a tangent. Midwest pizza, not good. It's hot, and I'm not talking about deep dish because people think when you're talking about like Chicago pizza, you're talking about deep dish. They eat this stuff called like cracker crust. It's like thin crust.
Mm-hmm.
Pass.
Yeah, the calorie count on those deep dishes, man.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love and I love deep dish.
Like that, yeah. Oh yeah, they're good. It's just that it's like one of those you can't do anything afterwards kind of foods.
Yeah. When I tell you like you go to a pizza shop around here and I'd rather go to eat frozen pizza like DiGiorno, I promise you. And I know good pizza. There's just I do not think that their crust is a good crust. That is my opinion. I prefer a New York style because I grew up in the East Coast. And that's how they make pizza out there. Also, I'm a Sicilian. That's my heritage. And they make amazing pizza. My grandmom used to make, she's off the boat from Sicily. She made the best Sicilian pizza ever. And like her homemade pizza is like a million times better than like going down the street to a place called Nancy's around here. I hate Nancy's. I would rather eat DiGiorno's, which is 10 times less expensive and way tastier than go to Nancy's. I don't like cracker crust pizza.
All right. So what I got from that is you don't like crack. And what was it? Your grandma was on a boat, or she has a boat?
Whatever you want. She both. She rode her own boat.
I'm a kidder. Well, listen, dude, I just changed the topic at this point, and not the topic, the title to the food cast, dude. The subcast, as Jeff said.
Yeah, forget about Star Wars Outlaws. Who cares? Talk about.
So we should probably get everyone's subs, like your favorite sub orders, down in the chat.
Hey, I'll take it. Although I want your hoagie orders, not your sub orders.
Actually, dude, I feel like that would go viral. Just do a podcast where you review people like chats, subs of choices.
A Nintendo podcast talking about hoagies / subs. Not bad. The thumbnail could be like half hoagies, half subs, and like clashing. Like it's like a matchup.
Yeah, with arms. When they do that when the subs have like arms coming out.
Yeah.
I like those.
Oh, they'd be like Italian and like this. Like, what are you
doing?
The
emoji.
Yes.
The emoji. Like.
Yeah.
It's a favorite.
But for real though, don't like the pizza here. Not great. So that's why I go to Sbarro sometimes, because that pizza is way better than like a regular pie you get around the corner here. And I haven't even mentioned the biggest thing. Cost. Like, what do you pay for a pizza? Get like a large one topping pepperoni. What do you pay? What are you expecting? Generally.
I think it's like $14. Oh wait, like I guess 11-inch. Like a personal.
No, like a large pizza. Like you're trying to feed you and your wife, just like a large pizza.
You got to get those deals. It's like you get 3 things for like $1,000 or something now.
Yeah.
It's way too pricey.
Well, just generally, I would expect like $20 for like a large one topping.
Yeah, I think it's like
pie.
Over 20. Yeah, it's like 30 almost. I think minimum.
Well, around here, to get like a couple toppings. Like if you want to add like bacon to your pepperoni, we'll say, and then just like sausage, just meat lovers, right?
Mhm.
It's like a $35, $40 pizza. And it's not, it's like what, a 14-inch pie?
I mean,
maybe
add the
maybe a 16-inch?
tariffs as well. So
It's best. This is before. This is before the menace.
before
right?
tariffs,
Yeah.
pre-tariffs,
Yes. So
not post.
no, pre. And yeah, it's really expensive. That's the other thing. I'm like, man, like, and I went back home, like where I saw my family this summer. We got a pie. It was like $18, and it was like 2-topping. It was delicious. Like, again,
Yeah, man,
what are we doing here in the Midwest, guys? What are we doing? What are you paying these pizza prices? Stop buying the pizza. That's why they charge so much, because you keep buying it. Good God.
So all the poor people food became like the rich people food.
Right? Like, pizza used
They
to be
took
the
tacos,
thing.
they took pizza,
Yeah, man.
they took it all, man.
Change it. Now we're talking
State
about politics. Let's
capitalism.
get into politics.
Yeah, did you see what Obama said?
Did you
That's
see
it.
what he
You
was?
say that
Did you see
somewhere,
what?
they'll kick you out.
Did you see
They'll
what he
kick
was
you right
wearing
out.
today? Did you see what Obama was wearing today?
Nikes?
Okay, let's stop.
Tan Nikes? Okay.
Oh my God! All right, we should do this. At this point, we're gonna. This is the show, actually.
I forgot, dude, but I want Subway. I want Subway now.
Yeah, we might have to do that this weekend. I'm really as I get a little bit older, I'm very susceptible to advertisements. It's like when I see a like something like Subway commercial, I'm like, ugh,
Oh yeah.
gotta get that tomorrow.
They love sports too. Sports and subs. It's the
Mhm.
thing that works.
Hell yeah. Okay, we should do a show, I suppose.
Sure. Let us go.
Let us pray. Catholics, anyone? Anyone here? No? I'm a recovering Catholic.
So wait on chat to see if they say yes.
I'm gonna play some music, so just you won't be able to hear it though, because I still haven't figured
Okay.
that out yet.
I feel like we're censored right now.
Welcome everyone to the Triple G podcast. I'm your host, Uncle Geeb, and with me is host Sergio from It Came From a Box. We record this podcast live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Listen to this podcast on Apple, Spotify, or anywhere you listen to podcasts. Let's become a member of this podcast and be really cool about it. Like a couple people in the chat have already done tonight. We appreciate you guys. But Drip is not here tonight, and Sergio, who can't hear intro music, so forgive him for speaking. It's he can't hear it. It's only for me and you guys. But
Come on to talk, and that's what I did, and I'm in trouble now.
Hey, you did what you were asked. But how you doing, man?
Good, man. How's everything?
Doing good. I'm actually I have a new client for my freelance editing, and I'm very excited about it. I start tomorrow.
Oh,
It's
nice.
very very cool.
Is it Subway?
It is Subway. How did you
Freelance
guess that?
contract?
How did you guess that?
They're hiring a lot right now. So
Yeah, I
Going really
started.
well.
I got my feet wet with all the Happy Gilmore advertising, but now they liked what I did for it, so now I'm like really like I'm brought onto the Subway team now. Yeah.
Well,
My
that's good, man.
first
What do you-
course of action of freelance editing for Subway is to change the name of Subway to Hoagie Way. It's a way better name. They should do that.
There we go. I don't know if they're hoagies, are they? It's the same thing.
We can't do this again. If you want to hear, maybe in the after show maybe in the after show we'll talk more about hoagies and food. We just did a whole pre-show talking about food and politics, but if you want to hear that, it's in the YouTube VOD.
And
But
it's
yeah,
not AI.
no,
it's not.
it's not.
Sounds like it.
It's not. But yes, this week, sir, speaking of not AI, we're talking about some real things. It's real.
It's real digital things.
Star Wars Outlaws, man, is a game. It's a video game, right? And it's
Yeah,
releasing tomorrow on Switch 2. Now it's been out for a while. Have you played that game at all?
No, it's been on my Star Wars backlog, which is gigantic at this point. I saw the reviews before it at the time. It was like, I think the term was okay. Like, it's not great, it's not terrible, it's okay.
What
But,
does that
people love it too.
Yeah, what does that backlog look like? I'm kind of curious what your backlog
Oh, dude,
looks
want me to
like.
show you? Oh my gosh, I mean, I have like an insane amount of Star Wars games that. Okay, like on Steam, I have like all the old ones.
Right.
Pretty crazy. I think it's like 50 titles on here or something. I am also trying to get into the old Battlefront, but I think it died out because that was a terrible port.
I'll say this: Battlefront 2, the remake port, the remake that's on PlayStation.
Oh yeah,
4 and
that was
5.
incredible.
It's great, and it actually has a
Mhm.
resurgence. Right, the online has a resurgence. I'm playing with my buddies right now, and
Yeah.
he streams, and we're like playing like there's full lobbies right now. As far as Battlefront 2, like the game came out in 2017, full online lobbies in 2025. It's
I
actually
know.
awesome to see.
It's so funny too because it's like, I mean, that the what's it called, the microtransactions in that, it were like crazy when it, it released. But yeah, I mean, my backlog is like all the old stuff. So it's like Dark Forces. What is it? Oh, dude, I've never played Knights of the Old Republic, so like that one's on
Oh,
there as well.
very nice.
Rogue Squadron, I wanted to play that one in like the 3D one.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a huge list, but yeah, that game went on it as well.
yeah,
But yeah, I'm excited for it on the Switch though.
yeah. And I'll say this at the top: I have played it some on PS5. I thought I was gonna really enjoy it when I did play it, because I like Star Wars and I
Mhm.
like open world games. So I thought a Star Wars open world game where you're a bounty hunter. I mean, let's do it.
And a girl.
And a girl. Everyone loves that, right? Nobody hates that.
I hope not.
uh, I. It's complicated. Is my answer with that game? I don't
Whoa,
think I
hold on.
gave.
Okay, with the game. All
Yeah,
right.
with the game. With the game, dude. The game.
Okay, thank God.
Women suck. No. the game. It was. I think it was bad timing for me. I think I jumped into it when I shouldn't have. I didn't give it the time it needed. And I
Yeah,
think
that's exactly
I'm
what
gonna
I'm at.
restart it at some point and jump and make sure that's the only game I'm playing. I think that was
I'm the
my
same way.
mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If not,
So
I'll never finish the game. I'll start it and just forget about it. So I got to really like tune in.
yeah, that's pretty much what I did. I started it and then kind of forgot about it because I wasn't like immediately drawn to it, and I had other things I wanted to get to. So I will eventually, maybe on Twitch, in fact, because I also heard one of my buddies online said that today it is the saves go from platform to platform. So my PS5 file should work on my Switch whenever I get to it. So that's although I'm going to
Interesting.
restart
I didn't think
anyway,
about
but.
that.
But that is cool. If you got like a big file and you want to like play some on your PS5, play some on the PC or a Steam Deck, and then you want to play on the Switch, whatever, your files will be cross. It's not cross platform. What do you call that?
Cross progression.
There you go. Thank you. Cross progression. So
Yeah, dude, I'm all
that's cool
for
to see.
that. Yeah, that's awesome. I think that's like my goal for like emulation right now is to find a I'm setting up a system that could just handle emulation across multiple handhelds, where I could just pick up where I left off on different types of hardware.
Yeah.
But that's what I've wanted for like modern consoles for the longest time. That's huge. It makes you want to pick it up again.
Yeah, it's good to see. We'll go off at this, but this podcast might be a bunch of tangents based off of how our conversations have gone. But yeah, it's good to see like this day and age where games are not only cross-platform now, where you can just don't have to worry about what platform that you're on. You can play with, as long as you have the game, you can play with your buddy on Xbox if you have PlayStation or whatever. But also the cross-progression thing is slowly but surely coming through. And at this point, it's kind of odd when games don't support those two big features because it's, why would they not? It entices you to buy the game for one, because if your buddy has it, well, I want to play with my buddy, but then they just tell you no. Yeah, that's kind of silly. They're losing out on some cash if that's not the
Yeah,
case.
of course.
So it behooves them to do that. So
Yeah.
I'm all for it, and I'm glad glad to see it.
I mean, if anything, that's what comes with having like an account on with like the devs or the
Yeah.
what's it called the publisher.
Yeah.
It's one of the few benefits.
Yes.
It's like carrying that over, so that's good. I
Right.
just checked the Metacritic, by the way. The Metacritic seems to be like 75.
That sounds
Generally
sounds
favorable
about right. Sounds about right. Honestly, is that the Metacritic for the game period or just Switch 2 version?
for the game. Period.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Because I wasn't blown away with it. One of the things that was weird about it to me, I don't know what it was exactly. Maybe it was just optimization or whatever, but I feel like Ubisoft didn't put their all into it with the visuals as I was kind of expecting them to. It just looks, even on PS5, it just looks like it looks like if you look at what's the EA games, the Jedi Survivor games, right? Like those. I thought there was a bug on my table. I got scared. Those games look really good. I feel like those games look really good. I mean, they did have their issues at launch. I know that. It took them a while for them to patch and fix it up. And not that EA is exactly the best company in the world for making great looking games. Madden. But, it looks really good, I feel like. There's nothing wrong. When I play that game, like, this looks great. When I play Outlaws, I'm like, it looks like maybe it's the open world aspect was too ambitious for them. Maybe it was because they didn't put enough optimization into it. I don't know. But you didn't really play it. But do you have any thoughts on that?
I'm just gonna look at the dev time to see how long it took them to make it.
Yeah.
Da, da, da. because I'm curious because most of these games, AAA titles, they struggle with like releasing on time as it is.
Right.
So normally, if you're playing one of these games, it's already late. Like it should have been out a long time ago.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, it just shows that that's more of like a behind the scenes problem, right? But yeah, so roughly 4 years. So 4 years to make that. It looks great for what it is. Of course, like they have a massive team working on it. I'm sure. So
Right.
I don't blame them for like having issues with like those kind of those things that just don't make it look polished, right?
Yeah.
But that doesn't bother me that much. I mean, look, if you like Nintendo, you know that graphics aren't everything, right? So
Right.
it's not so much that I think that's a bad thing as much as it is when someone's on a PS5 or an Xbox Series X, you expect to see like something very top tier.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't match up to what you expect, then it's even more difficult to be excited for it.
Yeah, and it's not a full price game. It's a $50 game at least. I'm not sure what they're charging on Switch, but I know that like I got it from PS5 not on sale for $50. So it's
Mhm.
not a $70 AAA title in terms of pricing.
Well,
So
I think it is, isn't it?
I think it's 50. Wait,
On Steam, it's 69.99, unless they updated the pricing. Because remember, this happened recently too. So it released in 2024, which I think we did have like $70 games. But yeah, so it's
it's
$60 on the Switch.
I see that
On
here,
the Switch.
yeah.
They should probably include that, like, because of lower graphics quality, they give you a discount, like a graphics quality discount. That'd be awesome.
It's saying here on
Gold edition.
okay, maybe it is 70. Maybe I was just totally wrong about that. I didn't think it was
No,
on
no.
sale when I
So,
bought it.
so I'm sorry, it's
Oh.
60 on the eShop,
Yeah.
but on like for example, I checked on Steam and it's $70 on there for the standard edition.
Why is it? Well,
There's like 7 editions of it.
okay. I think it's this is more complicated than I thought this would be. But I thought it was
is,
$50 game, but I guess it's much more complicated than that. I guess it depends on where you're buying it, what edition you're buying it. So I don't know. Take it for what I said for what it's worth. I still think it's not necessary. I bought it for 50. I don't think it was on sale. So I'm just gonna say I don't think it's a full price budget game. Although maybe it is. I could be wrong about that. Take that with a grain of salt. Either way, I wasn't super impressed with it. Regardless, and it sounds like a 75 is the Metacritic. That sounds about right. Like it's not like it's a bad game. It's just like not overly impressive. So the 75 sounds about right. But visually in particular, it wasn't that impressive to me. So all that to say, on Switch 2, I think at first people had, I don't know, I'll just say Drip and I were like laughing at the trailer at first because it's like that is not what the game's going to look like on Switch 2. Like when we saw the first trailer of Star Wars Outlaws, it looked really good. And Drip and I were like laughing at it. Like, there's no way that is what we're going to see. So fast forward to recently, the next trailer comes out, and we were laughing at it for a different reason because I'm like, ooh, that looks a little sharp, a little around the edges, not so great, a little fuzzy, DLSS covered screen, look, and wasn't that great. So the expectation was really low with this one, and go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say. I mean, it reminds me a lot of like The Witcher. Remember when The Witcher 3 came out on the Switch
Yes.
originally back then? Everyone was complaining about like the graphics aren't gonna look that good, but clearly it's not. The Switch came out of the gate underperforming right away, and to have a game like as big and as rich as The Witcher 3, you're not supposed to expect the same thing as you get on the consoles, right?
Right.
But if you, I don't know if you saw it on there, but yeah, it does look, like the graphics are like at a lower setting, but it's incredible. You can play the game that way. I think what happens too is that you want like a constant frame rate. That's my
Yes.
biggest thing when playing any game like this. Even if the graphics are crappy, you need a consistent frame rate. And normally, like when they showcase these games, they show them in like a calm environment where not a lot is happening. And what you want to see are like the intense battles, those moments when you need like quick responses, right? Because you want it to look smooth, right? So I didn't see much of that. I did see some, exploration, but when the camera spins around, it has that clunkiness to it. The frame rate drops.
Yes.
But it looks fine, dude. And also remember, if you're playing handheld, it looks much better in handheld.
Right. Naturally, just because it's a smaller screen than what you're playing on your TV. Yeah, it does look much better. When you blow it up on the dock, it doesn't do a great job.
Yeah.
Although you're not just blowing it up, it does actually add some resolution and stuff. The Switch 2 dock is capable of that kind of thing. Where like a Steam Deck, you're not. Like you just you're blowing up what's on that small screen.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I said, I wasn't having that much expectation I was going to look great. And actually, GVG posted a video a couple days ago, or I think it was even maybe yesterday, and they were like unimpressed with what they saw. And that, for me, that kind of confirmed what I suspected. They actually posted an update video today. Did you see that update video that they posted?
I saw one from Nintendo Life. That's the one I checked out earlier. That like I said, it looks good. My thing is clearly, the graphics aren't like PS5, Xbox Series comparable, but it looks good. I mean, like I said, if this is the only console you have and you really wanted to play this game, I think it's going to be great. It looks like it's going to be a good way of playing it.
Yeah.
But now it becomes problematic if you have like a Series X, a PS5, or a good computer. Then at that point, it's difficult. Why would you buy a port of this game? You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me if you want to play it the best way possible. But that portable aspect is, well, that's the thing. The Switch is already losing that portability fight, because back then you can say, oh yeah, but it's portable, right? Well, if you buy it on Steam, you can play it on the Steam Deck. I think it's verified. I'll double check. It's not. It's actually unsupported, so I take that back. But if it is, then you can play it that way. You can also use Steam Link and stream it to your Steam Deck.
Yeah.
You can do that on the PS5, on the Xbox as well. So now that advantage of like, oh, it's handheld is sort of gone.
Yeah. Well, I was going to mention that GVG made an update video today, and they basically said that they were wrong. They did. They said that they were wrong because I think they were judging the footage we all saw, the leaked footage, where it was kind of, or actually, I forget. But they said they first said it was subpar, and then they posted their update video today because now we have seen firsthand people playing this game with like full res uploaded footage, and we can see the full in its full true glory here, and it's nothing to like write home about. It's not like it's like a PS5 in your hand. Absolutely not. Like, this is not on the level of the PS5 version, but it looks way better, and more particular, like we had mentioned before, you had mentioned before, it's stable. Like this is a stable 30 FPS experience. Now there are some hiccups here and there, but it looks good. The resolution is more than acceptable at this point, and the frame rate is just pretty solid at 30. And it's just a little, it's surprising to see. I'm surprised. I am truly surprised because I just had low expectations for this one. I'm like, man, I already thought it looked kind of mediocre to begin with, and man, they're not going to optimize this enough because we saw a trailer and it looked a bit iffy, but here we are. I'm really happy to see the way that it looks in its current state. Yeah. And actually, by the way, we talked about this. Jib and I did a clip yesterday, and him and I didn't even realize this game's coming out tomorrow. Like, by the time you listen to the show, it's already out. I know him and I were like,
with Silk Song.
Yeah, of course. Him and I were like, oh, is it coming out in 2025? We don't even know. Is it this month? I don't know. And then it turns out it's tomorrow. So, it is impressive to me what they've done, and that's unlike Ubisoft. I feel like normally they put out a product and it's like, yeah, Ubisoft did that. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but my tongue on it. Why would I do that? I can't put my finger on it. But I just I just had low expectations, and it's happy to see it in its state that it's in. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. Sorry about that, folks. But no worries. It's good to see in its current state. It's you just cap off my rant.
No, I agree. I mean, I think what it gives me like that, like Breath of the Wild launch vibes, where you're like, oh gosh, they say it's not going to perform that well, and then you end up playing it, and you're like, yeah, it doesn't look like as good as it could possibly look if it was on another console. But considering what you got, that was a whole lot of game. They use the art style to like help with that, graphic downscale, so to speak. Yeah. And this one, I mean, I think it just looks like a good port for what the hardware they're playing with here, right? So yeah, I think it's gonna be great if this is all you have. You just have a Switch 2. I think it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, and it's great to see coming off of Elden Ring, because did you see the whole Elden Ring thing Drip and I just talked about yesterday?
Tough, man. That was my most hyped game. That was my most hyped game for the Switch 2, port wise. Yeah, because I was like, dude, this is it, man. So I don't think you played Elden Ring, right?
I played like 5 hours. I didn't get very far at all. Yeah. But I have played it on Steam Deck.
It's a massive game. It's a massive game. It's huge. but it's also incredibly important for smooth gameplay because you die all the time, right? So
Yeah.
if you die because of performance on the console, it's infuriating, right? So Dark Souls on the Switch One, did you ever play that?
No, not on the.
So
But I know it's a stable 30. I do believe.
I don't know. I mean, it
No, is it
chugged a
not?
little bit here and there.
Okay. All right.
I have to look it up. I can't remember, but I do remember playing through it, and there were some fights that just sucked a little bit more because you're like struggling with the performance of it. But FromSoft is known for having the best what's it called performance when it comes to those kind of ports for the Switch,
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah.
So after knowing what happened with Dark Souls, I was like, oh gosh, I don't know how they're going to do this for the Switch too, considering how big it's everything. It's the full game with the DLC, which is gigantic. So it's a whole lot of game. And if it's not performing well, I would honestly, I can't consider buying that. Just it's infuriating to lose in that game,
Yeah.
especially if it's due to performance.
That's
So
why I only got 5 hours in.
yeah. Oh no, I'm like 98 hours on that thing, and
Yeah.
that's like parent time, by the way. It's not like I'm showing it off.
Right. Couple
But,
hours here and there.
Yeah, it's that is much worse than this, though. Much worse.
Yeah. And again, off that bad news like of Elden Ring, and who knows if they're gonna right that ship before it actually releases. This seemingly, because I don't know, this game had that potential. At least I thought with that last trailer we saw, I was like, oh no, like is this gonna be a laughable game on Switch 2? Oh boy. But it turns out it looks really good and it performs really solid. Now it's not 60 FPS, it's not 4K. No one the people who are expecting that are just the trolls who have a PS5 and are laughing at Switch people because they don't get it. That's fine. Everyone who understands the Switch knows that this is a very good port. They did a good job with this. So kudos to Ubisoft for achieving that.
Yeah, dude. It's a pocket-sized Star Wars Outlaws. It's just fun, man.
Yeah. I feel like I'd play the game more if I had it, on the Switch.
I know.
I will consider getting it. I will do that. Not as
Sleep
a
mode
physical though. Not the key card. Absolutely not. We'll not do that.
No. Don't. I don't even mention those anymore, dude. We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about key cards.
No.
Speaking of things we don't talk about, Nintendo Directs. That's my segue. So yeah, there's rumors. They were out last week, and they're still going this week. And an old friend of ours, not yours, Sergio. I'm not sure if you know Zach, but we had Zach on the show a couple years ago, if you guys recall, if you're OGs. And yeah, he's apparently a leaker now. Drip and I have been avoiding talking about it because we weren't sure. We wanted to see how this plays out. We didn't want to say one thing or the other until we knew. But it sounds like he's got a source, and it's a good one because
it's Mario himself.
It's the Mario. Actually, Mario comes in our chat all the time. He's a guy in a chat. Mario picture. Name is Mario. Italian? All the time. He doesn't give us information. At least not that I would tell you guys. But he does come in our chat all the time. So
good.
We know Mario. Yeah. So Zach apparently has a really good source because he nailed that Indie World. Was it in August or the month before? I can't remember. I think it was August, right? There was that Indie World. There was a couple directs we had. Partner direct. He nailed both of them.
Well, I mean, that's good, man. You have a good friend who knows those details. At that point, it's not even a guessing game, right?
Yeah.
I'm curious what they're going to do this year because there's a lot of Mario games that people want access to that are still not available. Like for example, like in the DS, I think we have Galaxy on NSO. We do, right? Oh no, was it the collection? I can't remember.
But there was a lot of Galaxy on the collection, and NSO we have Mario 64.
Yeah, there's a lot that they can release on there. So I'd love to see them do something exciting for once, because if it's just what you expect, it's not the most exciting thing. I want to see something a little new. So
we would need Wii in order to get Galaxy on the NSO. We would need the Wii on NSO, which that would be a really cool drop to see this year. We just got GameCube. Maybe I don't think Wii is next though. What's after Game Boy?
Well,
is Wii next?
I think DS is most
DS
likely
would
what
be
we'll
next.
see, because DS is, I mean, that should be an easy thing for them because they have a touch screen. They just have to find a way to lay it out correctly. I actually would love if they said, you know what, here's vertical mode, and they gave us like rails or something where you can use the Joy-Cons.
Yeah, like convert it. Yeah, it's like an adapter that just makes the Joy-Cons on the sides instead, or on the top and the bottom of the Switch instead of the sides. You know what I mean? It's Drip and I, when the Switch was being leaked and rumored late last year into this year, we were covering like that. Like there was that screen patent Whereas like it was like, oh look, the Switch 2 is going to have this screen,
Yeah.
and obviously
Yeah.
it turned out it did not, at least not yet. But
They can. I mean, the
it's a
thing is when they release a
possibility.
patent, it's I don't think when they release a patent, it's like, that they're actually gonna do it. It's just to, like, secure
Right.
it sometimes, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But, it does make sense. I can definitely see them do, like, "Hey, guess what's releasing on the Switch? It's all these DS games." And you're like, "Oh, that looks so cool." And then you realize, "But how are we gonna play that on a s" you know, because on the horizontal screen, that vertical layout gets really small. But then they go, "Hey, but guess what? We're releasing with" like, a screen accessory that you can connect to it. Boom, great news. At that point, you're selling hardware and you're giving people access to an insane library of DS games, which are incredible library of games on there. Like I said, with the rails on the Joy Cons on the side and vertical mode, that's actually a
Hmm.
thing that they released. I think what's the that one brand fan I can't remember Fan Gamer. I think Fan Gamer was the one who released. It was like an adapter so you can use the Joy Cons on the side in vertical on
Oh.
the Switch, so you can play like
Oh.
shoot 'em ups.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And
That's
dude,
cool.
that even that just release like a piece of plastic where you can play the DS games vertically and stack those screens, and they have touch.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, they do controllers for NSO all the time. So I
Yeah,
feel like the controller this time around for if they were to do DS NSO,
yeah,
it could be just a thing that magnetically attaches that adds a screen to the system, plugs in, with the USB-C. Just it's like one clamp. It's a clamp, right? It clamps
yeah,
onto the sides, and it could be like a situation where it still lets you have your magnetic attachments for your Joy-Cons, so you could attach your Joy-Cons on top of the adapter,
yeah,
right? It could plug into the bottom USB-C, and on the back is like this clamshell that uses the back of the Switch for leverage, and it just kind of here's the. They could do it. They could.
yeah. Oh, of
I would.
course, yeah.
I wouldn't say easily do it. I think they need to do some pretty good engineering to make it work properly because the top USB-C port is not a video port. So there'd be some finagling they need to do, but that could be the controller for DS
Yeah.
on SO. And like it wouldn't be just like the controllers aren't necessary. It wouldn't be a necessary accessory. They could just do it to where the screen itself, because it's a big 8-inch screen, could just have both top and bottom screens oriented in a way where you can see them.
Yeah. I mean, and
So
also if you think about it, like how often does the Switch use the touch screen as like a main feature? It's like just
almost
you remember,
never.
oh, you're like,
Oh
oh
yeah.
yeah, I remember this is like touch, so it's easier than, moving around with the analog sticks or whatever.
Hmm.
But I sort of love the idea of like having a DS game on there that you can actually
Yes.
utilize that screen for something.
Absolutely.
If
Absolutely.
anything, that's one of the things that sort of bummed me out is that we got touch and they didn't really use it the way they did on the DS. Well, of
Right.
course, remember you had a stylus. You don't have a stylus here, but they even released a
But
stylus
you
in
would need
Japan.
the reason you need a stylus on devices like those is because that screen
Small
touch
screen.
technology. Well, small screen for one, and two, the technology was not the technology we have today. It's a kind of technology where like it's very inaccurate. So if you could use your finger, but it's really hard to pinpoint it. Where if you have the tiniest little thing, it could only touch in that little spot. Whereas your
Yeah.
finger can touch it. Your finger could touch in any of one of the. It's more surface area is what I'm getting at. So less
Yeah.
surface area, less error. So that's why. But these days, with the screens we have these days, your finger would do the job perfectly. Would not need a
Yeah.
stylus. So
Yeah. I'd love to
um,
see DS games though, man. So
yes,
Mario DS games on there would be awesome. Easy for them to do because you're just porting them over instead of like making a whole new game. I would love a
absolutely.
new game though. I mean, like a new Super Mario Brothers collection. I forgot what they used to call it. I think it was collection, right? Like back then when they did all three in one on the Super Nintendo. I can't remember now.
Yeah,
All Stars. It was All Stars, right? Yeah.
right. This time around, yeah.
But yeah,
Um,
I'm excited for it either way because I mean, anything they announce, I'm not expecting much. So even if I get something little out of it, it's still something.
right. And like I said, the rumors are saying it's going to be somewhere in the middle of like we'll say September 11th, which is a Thursday, and September 12th, which is a Friday. That's like the rumors. I don't
Yeah.
think it's going to be. I mean, it could be Thursday. Thursday would make the most sense because directs normally happen not on Friday because that'd be kind of late on a Friday. It's like after business hours Friday for Japan.
Mhm.
They don't usually do that. That's why it's Thursday.
Yeah. 2020. They released it on the 35th anniversary direct. It
Yeah.
was on, and 5 years ago. So it was on this day 5 years ago.
Yeah, there
So
you
I
go.
would be
Happy
surprised if
anniversary.
this week they do it.
Yeah, Yeah, so it could be this week. I think at this point it's unlikely because it's already Wednesday. We haven't heard anything. If it's next week, it could be anytime next week. The point is that Zach has been right those first 2 times, and he had said when he was in the process of being right, he was saying how there was a 3-phase plan with directs, and then that was, he was kind of implying it was the indie direct, the partner direct, and then a bigger event, a bigger direct. And so far we're on pace for that. And he's saying basically that's going to come to fruition next week. So
yeah, I mean, also Metroid Prime 4, for example, we're entering the last quarter of the year, and we don't have a date, which is that's not a good sign, like at all.
No,
that's not a good sign. I wouldn't be even surprised if they decided to push it, because normally you have a date set, and you have your campaign, you start doing all your print, et cetera, all that stuff, that marketing stuff behind the scenes.
Yeah.
We still remember that Subway poster that was like out now. Do you remember that one?
The literal Subway, like an actual transportation Subway, not a Subway sandwich.
Not a delicious Subway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really funny. So they do have print material for this, but I guess there's no release date. So I don't know what's going to happen with that.
Yeah, Drip and I talked about this recently, but I'm concerned. I'm very concerned. And I feel like they've already dropped the bag. And by the way, yeah, Siggy is right. Drip has changed a lot. We're not going to talk about it. We're just going to go with it.
Yeah, it's that Hispanic surgery that's going around.
Yes. What was I saying?
I don't even know anymore.
Crap. What was I saying? Seriously. Let's just talk about Spanish. Did you get the Spanish? Did you get Spanish? Dude. Speaking of rewind, since I've forgotten, I can't find it at the moment. I have recently come into possession, me and my fiance, of an old VHS player, or I guess you call that a VCR, I believe what you call that. And we've inherited some not VCRs. We've inherited some VHSs. So we've been actually enjoying some VHSs on our TV back there last week, which has been really fun. Speaking of rewind,
oh yeah,
I've been rewinding a lot. These tapes, man. The trick is you got stop it. Press stop and then rewind. I'd forgotten about it. I was asking my fiance, like, I don't remember, why is this taking so long to rewind and fast forward? This is ridiculous. And she's like, just stop it. I completely forgot about that. You have to stop the VHS player, and then you have to rewind, and the rewind goes really quick. But if the video is playing while you're rewinding or fast forwarding, it goes really slow. I know this is all information you guys really need to know. I know that. That's why I explained it.
You have to show people how it used to be.
Yeah.
Because we had it bad back then, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I was born in the 90s, so like it's not like I'm unfamiliar with VHSs. I just had forgotten from all these years that like how to do what the trick was. But luckily she remembered. Physical. Yes.
It's physical.
Yeah, you had to rewind the tape. Back in the day, kids, there was a tape and it rolled from one side to the other.
It's literal film.
And if you stopped the tape, like when you stop a DVD, it's digital. You just go back to the beginning whenever you want. But with the tape, you have
a little laser. The eye moves back.
Right. That's right. The tape, you have to either manually with like a screwdriver or something, which is wild. You can do that. You can manually rewind it yourself, or you have to press the rewind button on the machine. And when you do that, make sure you have your tape stopped, not in the process of showing video signal. That'll slow down the rewind. Just
they sold dedicated rewinders. I don't know that's what they call them, but I remember having like a red car that would pop up. And you put your VHS, and then it was just like it would rewind it slightly faster than your VHS player, but your VCR. Yeah. But if I didn't have that, I'd go crazy with it because my TV, I had the TV built in with the VCR, and whenever I would rewind on there, it would mess up the tape. So you're taking out the VHS, and the tape is caught in the reels inside.
Yeah,
that was a nightmare, dude. Figuring that out as a kid, you're like, dude. I just ruined the page.
I just want to watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle reruns, man. Yeah. What's going on?
Oh, it's awful, dude. I don't miss.
I just want to watch The Little Mermaid for the 18th time today.
Dude, I love a good musical. I love a good musical.
Oh, dude, hell yeah. Anyway, I don't remember what I was saying. It was probably important.
Mario related, I'm guessing.
Yeah, so we'll just talk about that. Like, we need more importantly, perfect segue, by the way. More importantly, from a Nintendo Direct, which we need to see. Drip and I have talked about that at length last few weeks. We don't need to go over it again. I'm sure you guys don't want to hear me yell about that. How important it is that we have a Nintendo Direct soon. But Mario is something we really need to see. I'm not sure if Zach has the down low and if it's a Mario Direct happening next week or not, but I think it kind of needs to be both, to be honest with you. Now, you had said something earlier, either when we were live or in the pre-show, I don't remember. You had said that you're not expecting much from them. Because I actually am expecting a lot because they kind of need, they've set the expectation themselves. It's not like I'm expecting much. Then they themselves always, every 5 years, have a Mario Direct. And last I checked, we're getting close to the end of the year here. We need to have a Mario Direct. On top of the fact that there's been no Nintendo Directs this year outside the one that was for Switch 2. Like, kind of need another Direct.
Yeah, I'm very disappointed in like the last few Directs just because, and this is the problem. Look, for example, if a Direct comes out and it's full of games you like, it's a winner, right? It's like an A+ for you.
Mm-hmm.
But if you watch it and there's just no games for you specifically, that means personally, I just, it's not a win for me, right? The last two were okay. Nothing really, too exciting for me. My bigger thing is that, like I told you before, and this is like my rant, my old man rant, is that like I want to see more Switch 1 games get updated for the Switch 2. I think it's just like
100%.
the most basic thing on earth.
Absolutely.
It makes perfect sense because I've opened some of these old games on my Switch 2 and they look pixelated. And, I shoot footage with them on, camera. And I'm like, dude, this looks like crap. It's like smeary and, 720 stretched up to 1080. So I'm like, where are all the updates? Because remember, it launched and they said all these games are going to be updated for the Switch 2, right? Which are like, some of the big titles.
Yeah.
And that was it. And to me, I was like, okay, look, if you update some of these older games,
I thought this is the first batch. Like, oh, sweet, this is what we can expect first. I would like to see more, but this is fine for now, is what I was thinking. Not knowing that even to 3 months later, we still haven't even heard a word that there's going to be any more.
Yeah, and then there's still some Mario games from the Switch 1 that like have not been updated, and they look bad on the Switch 2. Like, these are your games. Like, the least they can do this week or next week if it does release, which I'm pretty sure it will, by the way. It's been a while since we had some good news from them.
It seems really likely.
Yeah, so I would love for them to say, hey, look, we've updated these Mario titles for the Switch 2. I mean, I don't know what kind of work goes into that, but if you can use those games on the Switch 1 and docked in 1080p, you can make that 1080p work in handheld. There's just a way. There has to be a way of doing it. That's like bare minimum I can expect from them. And I bet that's not going to even happen. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we do get even a new announcement for a Mario game. Even if they said just like, coming in 2027 or 28 or whatever. Because, every time a new Mario game comes out.
A teaser for the next Odyssey, basically. Like the next 3D Mario, whether it's Odyssey 2 or the next 3D Mario that's big. Like, yeah, I mean, that would be the bare minimum, I feel like, to just kind of like tease the game that will be coming out in the future. That wouldn't be enough in my opinion, but that'd be something to add to a Mario Direct that they could just tease the next one. We don't need it doesn't need to come out immediately. I mean, I know some people would disagree that they're like, why hasn't it already come out? And I would say you're kind of right about that. But it's, I don't personally need to have the next Odyssey now. So just something, just give us something, Nintendo, right? I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah,
they kind of
Mario
need
Kart
to.
2. Mario Kart. I think we're gonna probably see some DLC. I heard that one
I
as
would
well, and it makes
really
sense. 'Cause
hope.
I think it's like a live event would be awesome. Like Forza would have like these events that pop up.
Mhm.
A Mario, a Super Mario Brothers like anniversary race or something like that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Even if that's all they gave us, at least it's something that's like, you can play and in a game you already like. So yeah, but like I said, my expectations aren't that high over the last two, and because of the last two. So I'm sort of, just, hey, if something great happens, awesome. If nothing big happens, then I'm fine with that too. But I'd love for, those two things: a new Mario game announced in some way, and some even if it's DLC in Mario Kart or some other game. Dude, what if they go in Bonanza and they add like Mario in some way on there? That'd be awesome.
Yeah. I mean, that would be cool. That like Mario DLC would actually be kind of wild.
That sounds crazy, huh?
Like
It's
another
Baby Mario.
there's a sub level that we didn't know that exists, and we found the Mario sub level.
Dude, that makes perfect sense in the sewers.
It would be unlikely.
Yeah, very unlikely.
Very unlikely, but fun to think about.
Yeah. Oh, but they do have. Remember, I showed you the My Mario thing where they're releasing like a little bit more, like like what is it, merch?
Yeah.
So merch is never a bad thing. I wouldn't be surprised if they just release a bunch of merch and they released what is it? Is it My Nintendo still, or is it? I think it is My Nintendo, right?
It's still My Nintendo. Yep.
Yeah, My Nintendo. Like for 5,000 silver coins, you can buy this Mario handkerchief.
I mean that's like obvious stuff though, but I feel like when I'm talking about like a Mario Direct, and I want to get back to this merch because there's something we need to talk about it. But I'm expecting not exactly what we got last time, but just some variation of that. Like we got a lot last time. We got a Game and Watch, which was really cool. We got a trilogy, which is fun. Well, not trilogy, but you know what I mean, a 3-pack, which and that was really beloved, and especially because of Galaxy. And it's like they teed themselves up for Galaxy 2 this time. I mean, hello. I mean, dude, why not?
I don't know if they're ever going to go back to it, though, to be honest. I don't know. I'd love for them to re-release what we had, though, yeah.
I'm sorry, what'd you say? I missed
No, for like Galaxy, for them to like release the other missing galaxies.
Yeah,
but
no,
knows, man. I mean,
for sure. We don't know. I just I've been a little bit down on the show the last few weeks because I want to see more. Right, I want to see more, and you know, Joey was joking because Joey Pitts in our chat is a huge Donkey Kong fan. He's like, "What, Donkey Kong Bonanza is not enough for you?" As I'm still playing it, like he's tongue in cheek when he says that, but there is something
definitely in the Odyssey universe too. Remember, it's the same team and has that same vibe.
Yes.
And remember, if they release that means they're most likely moving on to like the next one. So.
Right.
Ideally, even they said, and we remember, like Nintendo has done this a few times where they go, and we are announcing that we are working on this game or this next game or whatever it is. That's how, you know, they did with Metroid Prime 4 was like 15 years ago or something like that.
Yeah. I just like a little celebration, right? I mean, like, Twitter drops aren't enough for me. They just they tweet this app I thought was cool at first, and I just feel like they're not doing enough to make this app even worth it. Like, what are they even putting on the app these days? It's like, what? Nothing. There's nothing happening. I mean, like Pokemon. You know, and I feel like a spoiled brat when I talk about this because we have gotten a lot. We got Mario Kart. We got Donkey Kong Bonanza. I mean, ignore the Welcome Tour and Dragon Drive. We're gonna just ignore those. We're getting Pokemon soon. Prime 4 is still scheduled to come out this year. I'm just skeptical that it actually is going to come out this year, which is why I either need them to immediately tell me when it's coming out with a date, or tell me when something else is coming out. And also, the game I'm waiting for most. Can you guess what game I'm waiting for most? It made me cry on it made me cry on stream during the Switch 2 Direct when I saw it.
Pikmin 7?
No. Close. Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I didn't know you cried over that.
Oh, dude, I cried. There's a clip. You can watch it.
Oh, dang.
Was
it the laugh cry?
No. No, I cried.
Laugh, like the shock laugh.
I mean, it wasn't like bawling, but like I think at one point I stood up and my head was just out of frame. It was just kind of like my belly and my bottom of my chin, but like I was quivering. Like I was quivering. Dang. I was like so happy that this was happening because it's a game I've been talking about on this show for years. I'm like, I want to see the next Hyrule Wars. I want to see the next Hyrule Wars. And we like every direct prediction we've done forever has always been like, it became the joke. It was like, and Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity is coming out or whatever. Age of Imprisonment. The name I had for it, what was it? The Imprisoning War.
There we go.
Wait. Age of whatever. What confusing myself because there's the actual name of it and the name I gave it for so many years because I literally that became the game to me. I knew the game. I could see it in my head. I was like, there's going to be a Hyrule Warriors game based off Tears of the Kingdom where it's going to be going back in time with Zelda and you'll play as Zelda and you'll go through the war of imprisonment that she went through in the game. You get like I nailed it. It
makes perfect sense. They have to like extend the universe in that way so those games can just fit right in.
Quivering is a great word. Gonna be my word of the day. I'm glad I was able to provide you with the word of the day. It came from a vlog.
Quivering, I'm telling you, man, I was like, that sounds like a very romantic kind of word to use in that way.
It's the only word I was literally like, I can't even do it. Like it comes naturally. Like, when you cry and you make a little face.
Man, I never cry.
I mean, I'm a man too. I don't cry ever. I just cried once in my life. That's actually the last time I cried and probably the last time I'll cry for years, honestly.
Unless I'm at a Subway. I do cry when I get a sub. From Subway.
And with that segue, we're going to segue over to the after show. But this has been a fun show. Appreciate Sergio for coming on. If you guys have not already subscribed to Sergio, It Came From a Box is his name on YouTube channel. Please do that because it's a great unboxing channel. Of course, I would say it's focused around the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo, isn't it? Or do you do all the things? Yeah.
I mostly most of it is Nintendo Switch. I try to vary it, but gosh, I'm not fast. I'm not a fast tuber. But a lot of Nintendo related stuff. That's definitely what I have the most of. But there's a lot of exciting Nintendo Switch stuff coming up. So if you guys want to see some accessories.
Yes.
my Italian take on it.
Are you going to be unboxing this beautiful image at any point on your channel?
Dude, if I can find it, I will buy that book, by the way. I think it's already out in Japan, but those aren't coming out until 2026. So
we got to get you to import this so you can unbox it on your channel. I mean, come on, man. The kids book. In fact, my fiance is a kindergarten teacher. She's an early childhood major.
Oh, dude,
teacher.
there you go.
We got to get this book because she's got to add to her collection. She has a freaking collection of kids books, man. She's got more kids books than any kid I've ever seen. And she's 30 or gonna be 30.
Yeah.
So
listen, man, kids books are awesome, dude. I'll tell you right now. If you're a fan of art, some good art on there.
Yeah, no, it's good. I'm glad to see her collection because it reminds me of the books that I read when I was a kid and see the authors. Like, what are the authors I liked as a kid? What are they doing now? It's fun to see. Anyway, we'll talk about in the after show a few minutes with you guys. But for those of you watching the video VOD. What I'm trying to say, I forget how I end the show. I didn't do it last week. I'm rusty. For those of you watching the stream, we'll hang on the after show. Don't go anywhere. But those of you watching the YouTube video or listening on audio platforms, we're going to see you guys next week.
Oh, look, we're showering again. It's a shower cam.
Yes. Got to squeegee off the thing here. Oh, it's the after show,
effect.
Guys.
Get
Why
that effect. I guarantee you that you can get that effect on there.
I'm not as technically inclined as I would like to be, so just to get that blur was difficult enough to figure it out. So I gotta but that'd be fun to get like a little wipe transition, a little stinger transition where it's like a squeegee. That's not bad. I like that. But this is the after show.
Worth hundreds of dollars to have someone do it.
Yeah, no way. But yeah, what we were talking. Let's continue our conversation about food from the pre-show.
Okay, let's go.
I prefer that
Subway,
conversation over my order. All right, we talked about this. I get chicken breast. So I used to order the chicken bacon ranch, but without the ranch. That's what I used to get. I walked in there. I said, give me the chicken bacon ranch, and then we get to the point where the dressing would come on. I'd be like, no, I don't want that. No. But then I discovered that they just have
all the rules.
Then I discovered that they will just if I just ask for chicken breast as the meat, they'll give it to me. So this is a recent development. I'll just walk in there and be like, foot long wheat, chicken breast. That's what I say, chicken breast. And then I pile the veggies on. We got spinach. We got black olives. We got banana peppers. We got onions, extra onions, please. And I can't recall. I just look whatever I'm in the mood for that day. That's what I get. Like if I don't want banana peppers that day, I won't get banana peppers. If I want extra onion, I'll get extra onion. Cucumbers. I don't do pickles. I do cucumbers.
Oh, okay.
Because
You're
also
now.
Because what I end up doing is instead of a dressing or whatever you get in your sub sandwich, whatever you heathens get on a sub sandwich, I get oil and vinegar because I'm Italian, and that's what a hoagie is. So a little oil, vinegar, and some oregano. That's my so I don't need the pickles because I already got the vinegar on top.
Vegetables.
No, I love pickles. I just on my Subway sandwich I prefer the cucumbers fresh. It's fresher, and then I get the spritz of oil and vinegar. So I get that vinegar taste.
I like the young and the old, and the undrowned and the drowned vegetables.
Let's just clip that what you just said, and that would be the wildest thing on the internet.
I don't even know what that means.
You said young and old, drowned or not drowned.
Oh wow, that sounds a little weird.
Are you on the Epstein list, Sergio?
I don't think there's some like mass murderer who like drowned and undrowned some people. If that makes sense. But yeah, I'm more of a what's the chicken one? I always forget the teriyaki one.
I don't order it. I literally only get the same thing every time, but I have tried the teriyaki. It's very good. It's very good.
Yeah, that's the one I did because like a long time ago I had a friend who was like, oh, you have to put honey mustard on it. And I was like, that's disgusting.
Ooh, yeah,
and I tried it and I was like, whoa, this actually works. It's like the weirdest. It's a flavor I can never replicate anywhere else. And so I associate it with that one sub. And that's always been my order. And Kate is like, my wife is like a master chef, so she actually likes good flavors and can recognize good food and stuff, so she doesn't like stuff. I'm one of those guys who like misses the yoga mat flavor when we had it. We had it good back then, and now it's gone. So
the yoga mat flavor?
Yeah, you remember that when they said that it's like, oh, they use the same chemicals as in yoga mats.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's when I was good.
And their bread is actually a pastry and not actual bread because of the sugar content.
Yeah, but you just don't look at those numbers and it doesn't affect you.
No way. I was gonna say something. So when I go to, where are you from, Sergio?
My family's from Nicaragua, but I was born in California raised there until like
Okay.
the early 2000s, and then Florida, and now
Okay.
Georgia.
Oh, okay. You've been around, but you've never encountered a Wawa in your experiences, have you?
No, dude. Well, I think they had one. Was it here?
Florida.
I think in
If
Florida.
you lived in Florida,
I think
because there's lots of Wawas in Florida. They're really only in Pennsylvania and like Maryland and some New Jersey, but there's some in Florida because there's a big population of retired people who like Wawa who live in Florida, so they've expanded down there.
I saw that. We never went, but like I've always heard it, like like from vloggers or like other people online. I was like, what the hell is that, dude? I don't.
Yeah.
No, but I missed that. I missed out on that.
So Wawa, if you're not familiar at home, is like it's a gas station, but it's if you know what Sheetz is, it's a lot like Sheetz, but
Dang, I don't even know what that is. Sheetz?
Sheetz is that's like a North Pennsylvania thing, Ohio thing. That's like it's a convenient gas station store, and like that you pump your gas, and while you're pumping your gas, you go get coffee in the morning, ready-made coffee. You can order straight up food. I don't describing Wawa is like trying to explain to you the meaning of life. Like it's that complicated. Like but it's a convenience store it's like 7-Eleven, but a 7-Eleven was actually solid. And you got gas there as well. Like
we have Buc-ee's here. You been to Buc-ee's?
Never been to Buc-ee's.
Oh, dude, but I'm sorry. Like I will say this, even without ever going to those places, I think Buc-ee's trumps all that.
Hey, I'm slightly offended because Wawa's the best.
Here's my Buc-ee's right here. Look, it's my Buc-ee's.
I've seen that I've seen this logo before. I feel like I may have been to a Buc-ee's.
He's nuts, that guy.
But can you walk into Buc-ee's and order a fucking pizza?
I would
a hot ready-made pizza, I don't
know. But it's the thing is they have like barbecue like made like chopped up in front of you.
Okay, that's different. That's like a good
like a cult.
Restaurant.
There's like
that's a
cult.
That's like a good restaurant attached to a gas station. That's not what Wawa is. It's not like a good restaurant attached to a gas station. It's convenient food and food.
This is like a convenience store. Like Buc-ee's is like a convenience.
You're getting barbecue conveniently. I was like,
yeah.
How are you gonna drive and eat your pulled pork? Like what's going on?
Yeah, it's like the upgraded version where it's like they own everything, of course, but it's like you want a soda, you want a coffee, you get that there, but then they're like shouting when fresh meat is on the block and they're chopping it up in front of you.
Hey.
And they have massive bathroom stalls that feel like a New York apartment. It's huge. Well, I guess for a bathroom stall.
Yeah.
But yeah, look into that one because I will say I missed out on Wawa. I have to if I get a chance to. We're gonna go to Florida this year, I think. So I'll go check it out if I can pass by one.
Yeah, definitely check it out.
I'll update you on the news.
I want to hear. I'm very curious. And if I see, I've seen Buc-ee's before. Like I wonder if they're in Ohio. I'm not sure. I pass through there a lot. But I've seen Buc-ee's before. If I see a Buc-ee's, I'm going in it. And I'll let you know.
Dude, yeah.
That's fresh barbecue. That sounds better than anything at Wawa's gonna give you. But what's nice about Wawa is you can walk in and
there's a lot.
Within 10 minutes, you got your gas, you got your lunch because they sell like lunch foods as well, pre-made things, or things that you can get freshly made like a hoagie. You can walk in or like a Subway basically, but it's just touchscreen. You walk in the fancy dancy touchscring and you just kind of boop 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 boop. This is what I want.
Oh, okay,
they give you a slip. You check out, and by the time that you check out, and you're ready to go. Like you got your sandwich, car's done fueling, and you're ready to go. It's like a 10-minute in and out type of place, and you walk out with fresh food, freshly made food. So, well, listen, but Buc-ee's sounds a lot better.
I'll make the stop later this year in December, and I'll update you on how that went. It better be good, man. I'm telling you, like if it's like.
Get a hoagie. I don't know what other weird stuff they got going on these days. I know they sell pizza. I've never got their pizza. That's a new thing. I wouldn't get it. If you're going,
pizza?
Yeah, like you can get like a whole pizza. Apparently, I would not do that. I would walk in and get like a hoagie. Go get a hoagie. Get your favorite. Okay. Go get your Subway order, but like maybe jazz it up because they got other things there.
They have the massive sodas too.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Of course, they got tasty. Right. You know what tasty cakes are?
I think I do. Let me look it up.
Because if you're in Florida, you've probably seen Tasty Cakes because again, there's a Philly representation down there. So Tasty Cakes are made in the Philly area. They're like Hostess cakes, but like Tasty Cakes. They're their own brand, different.
Wait,
not attached.
It's a food? Because I see like someone's OnlyFans.
It's no, not Tasty Cakes, the famous OnlyFans.
They got that SEO score really high.
No, it's if you got that's brave of you to say with your wife listening that your first search result is an OnlyFans streamer.
Listen, it's transparency. Let her know. Plus,
No,
if you search something, the internet's going to give you what it wants to give you. But I'm joking. There is no Tasty Cake OnlyFans.
Yeah,
actually, that'd be an incredible marketing tactic for the brand to do.
That
We're
would
on
be.
OnlyFans now with discounts. for
Yeah,
members.
right. That'd be
There you
great. Anyway, they're like a Twinkie or like a Hostess cake, but they're their own thing. They do them different. They do them their own way. They're very, very
I
good.
see them. They look very odd. Very odd.
They're
Very layered and.
interesting that you call them odd. I've been eating those since I was a newborn, so like you're interested to hear you say that they're odd because I don't look at them like odd.
No, I mean
obviously
like as in
I'm
like
used
not in
to
a
it.
bad way. Odd could be
Well,
good.
yeah. They
But,
look different.
yeah,
They
I
look
see.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you
Yes,
mean.
exactly. They look like a alternate universe. What's it called? Like, is it Hostess? No.
Yes,
like whatever,
Hostess.
you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when I look at a Hostess box in the store that I think those are like weird knockoffs of Tasty Cakes. I've always thought that. And then I learned as I got older, like, oh wait, no, like Hostess is just separate. That's what the rest of the normies eat. Us who know eat Tasty Cakes. That's how that's
It's like is it like the RC Cola of Coca-Cola? Or is it like still like a measurably like good?
no, I think it's the gold standard of
Oh, dang.
of a snacky cake type thing.
So it's
I've
like
had
the Mexican
Hostess.
Coca-Cola of Coca-Cola.
I
kind
would,
of thing.
yeah.
Okay.
Although it's not made by Coca-Cola. It's made by
Yeah.
the people who make Tasty Cakes. But yes, same idea.
Interesting.
It's it's superior product in my opinion. It's
Wow.
very, very good.
Dude, I'm gonna pick some of those up and see what happens.
Anyway, I was gonna tell you my hoagie order. When I go to Wawa, I get breaded. They don't do like unbreaded, so I get like the breaded chicken there, like basic chicken strip sandwich. And this is
Naked.
weird. This is by the way, this is a preface. It's gonna be really weird. I used to order this when I get off my shift. I used to start work at like 6 a.m. and then be done at around lunchtime. So after lunch, like I'm in a zombie state at go getting my lunch at Wawa.
Yeah.
I'd get this is what I would crave, like a pregnant woman. I'd grab the chicken strip sandwich on a foot long with all the veggies I mentioned before. Same thing. I still got all the veggies, but the weird things I would add is avocado, and Wawa's avocado or guacamole is like that weird, like pre-made kind of nasty guacamole.
Like the package thing.
Yeah, pretty much. They squeeze it out, and it's not great, but they charge you $2 for it, and I still want it.
Okay.
And then I get this is what made me think about it, honey mustard with the guacamole. And the weirdest thing, the third dressing I'd add, very different from my Subway order. Like I said, no dressings there. I got 3 dressing on this one. The third one is like buffalo wing sauce.
Oh, dude, I love a good
buffalo wing sauce, honey
yeah.
mustard, and guacamole.
Dude, the honey mustard with it? I've never heard of that before, though.
Well, it's a chicken strip sandwich. So if you
sounds like witchcraft at this
if you
point.
ignored the weird stuff, if you ignored the guacamole and buffalo sauce along with that, just getting the honey mustard on chicken strips on a sandwich with a salad on top is like
Interesting.
It's perfect.
So wait, so
Love
it's
it.
like a Subway where they'll make it for you on the spot too, kind of thing?
Yes.
I
It's just
see.
like a
I thought it was
Subway.
like wrapped up and ready to go kind of thing.
They sell that too. You can get wrapped up to go
Of course.
type things like literal wraps or little pre-made sub sandwiches made somewhere else. Not hoagies, because hoagies are made with love. That is the main difference.
I thought it was the bread thing. Isn't it a bread thing?
Yeah, there's definitely a bread thing because the Philly area is known for their Amoroso rolls. You may have heard of that brand of roll. It's a bakery, Amoroso's Bakery. It's in Philly. It's a thing. They ship their rolls everywhere. I can get Amoroso rolls out here when I get a cheesesteak because there's a guy out here who imports Amoroso rolls who makes his Philly cheesesteaks. He's from there. Makes cheesesteaks.
Is
put
his
them on
name
Amoroso
Amoroso?
rolls. No, I don't know what his name
That'd
is.
be awesome.
I was gonna have him cater my
messing
wedding, and then he unfortunately was unable to do so, but almost did that.
Oh, dude, that'd be so cool.
Right?
Like here he is. Here he is.
I'm disappointed we were gonna
hoagies?
do that. He was gonna make us like Chicago dogs, and then like
Oh,
and
dude,
and,
there you
and Philly cheesesteaks. So it was like the clashing the two,
Damn,
cultures
there
in
you
the
go.
same.
deep.
Unfortunately, it's
The
not
lore
gonna
is
happen.
deep.
Now we're getting like the chicken.
Renewals for renewals.
Yeah. Midnight
years
snack
from now.
maybe.
There you go. Yeah. Dang, dude, I've learned so much about Wawa now that like I still, I have no clue what to expect. So we're gonna see. But yeah, go to Buc-ee's. They do have, like they have cold sandwiches that are like wrapped up.
Right.
They had some good sandwiches you can order, but COVID messed up so many things that like now.
Yeah.
I think they got rid of some items on there after like that that COVID wave.
Right.
But yeah, I love a Buc-ee's stop. It's like one of the things we look. This is what's the problem is that like when we go to a family's house, like family member's house in Florida,
Right.
it cannot happen without the Buc-ee's stop. And then you're like looking more forward to it first because you're looking forward to it the most because it's the first thing you're hitting.
Right.
And then you're like, oh, dang, we have to go back. We have to see if there's another one on the way in case because it's so long to drive, right?
Right.
And there isn't, but then you look forward to the drive back. It's awesome.
Yeah.
You have to go to one, dude. My daughter wanted to do like a birthday thing there. She's like, I want my birthday at Buc-ee's. And she was like, I think 4.
Are there places to sit and eat?
No, inside no, it's just a wave of people. It looks like a Disney World in there. It's just tons of people.
Same
inside.
idea. It's like an organized Disney World where people are getting their coffee or they're going getting their sandwich or they're going to get the wall of beverages. That they got the wall of beverages in like the fridge wall. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, literally.
So yeah. And
jerky.
or
They have tons
snacks.
of jerky. Like there's so much dead animal in there. Like and walls of it. It's insane. It's insane.
Yeah,
and
I would say. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say they have. Like the little display windows, like where they have the food underneath, the sneeze guard kind of thing. No, it's not sneeze guard. Sneeze guard. It's just glass. Right. And they have tons of jerky you can just pick out. Like,
do they make their own jerky?
I think they do, because it's branded by them. So they either rebrand something or it's their own. But they sell the actual strips individually, so you can go like, I'll just take a few, and next thing you're like $1,000 in the whole kind of.
And
thing.
is it? One more question: is it quick? Is Buc-ee's a quick thing?
Oh yeah, it is. And the thing is, if you look, it's completely packed, but it's incredibly efficient. They're really fast inside.
My fiance had an anxiety attack the first time going to Wawa. She had an anxiety attack because
that's what happened to us.
She felt like I was rushing her out, and I kind of was, but that's the way it is in that kind of environment. You just want to get in and you want to get out, and there's so many people you don't want to you don't want to ruin that flow.
It's a war zone in there. Yeah, it's also you get that anxiety when it starts, but I'm a little taller, so it's not as bad, but my wife is a little shorter.
Right.
And if you're that short, if you're below 5'10", 5'9", I think you will start to get that anxiety because you're in the ocean of people. You can't see past them. Yeah, but if you can see past them, the anxiety, it doesn't last that long.
Oh man. So yeah, Buc-ee's sounds like it's like a quality experience. Like the food is quality, whereas Wawa, it's not necessarily quality. It's not necessarily bad either. It's just it's the fact that it's available quickly. It's like Subway, but even faster than that. It's you don't gotta wait in a line. You just tap on the screen quickly.
Interesting.
If the only line you wait is if there's more people.
I do love a touch screen, dude. Yeah, I love a touch screen. If I don't have to deal with anyone, because then you're like, I don't know what do you want? And then they're looking at you all weird. Yeah, I love a touchscreen.
Yeah. All right, guys. It's gonna wrap up this Nintendo podcast that we just did, and we talked more about the food than we did the actual Nintendo content. But that's good. That's all right.
Well, listen, man, give us something to talk about, Nintendo.
Uh-oh, what just happened? YouTube just crashed. We good? We live?
I think you're still good.
Okay, well, we're going to end anyway. So appreciate you guys being here. We want to thank Sergio again. If you guys want to, please make sure to follow. Oh, that's the wrong button. I was trying to copy and paste your link, not what I just typed. Copy. Paste. That. Please click his link and become a subscriber of that channel. It is free, and you get amazing content. I could see the last video he posted was those Rocket AR spatial bundle. Max AR2. If you want to see some cool glasses, AR glasses, go check them out.
We're doing shorts. I'm moving the shorts.
Oh, are you? I've not checked out your shorts yet.
I have to, yeah.
Okay.
I have to.
Like permanently?
No, just to shoot much more content out that way. Dude, YouTube doesn't like long form content right now.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
As we sit here and do an hour and 30-minute podcast.
Cut it into 60-second clips, and there you go.
Right. Anyway, guys, make sure to go follow Sergio on It Came From Roblox. Thank you again, man, for coming on. Appreciate it. And we'll catch you guys later.
See you guys.